Hello everyone, and welcome to this audio podcast. This audio podcast is part of a Labostix International. This audio podcast is part of a Sonar and Critical. This audio podcast is part of an Interstellar, and Rampage. This audio podcast is part of a Storm Labostix production. Through this audio podcast today, I look at sort of in around some aspects in around the aims and in around the research question. Before going into this work, this this particular projected sort of projected research is works that is being led by colleagues in and within the Renal Patient Support Group, the RPSG, and those who are who those who check out the audio podcast under Storm and Labostix production will hopefully know or will be aware that in on social media there is a sort of a there are sort of links to the Renal Patient Support Group, or the RPSG. In on this, as part of this audio podcast series, there will be a link to the RPSG also, and sort of a more in depth sort of overview in on this projected works is accessible or is accessible and iterated through the RPSG platform. So some of the aims and in around the research question. So CKD, chronic kidney disease, again is a long-term condition and has been described as the sort of gradual and usually permanent loss of kidney function over time. The research aims to attain a sort of a more in-depth understanding of young people in the ages between 10 and 25 years with varying forms of CKD and with CKD and other healthcare conditions from children and young people healthcare services or kidney care services, and so additionally there's the projected works will look to attain perspectives from young healthy people within the same age cohort. In addition to parents and guardians, parents and guardians, the research would aim, or the projected works will look to meet a need to develop a sort of a national coping guideline that can be linked between organisations such as the British Association of Paediatric Nephrology and the Royal College of Paediatrics and Child Health for clinical healthcare teams supporting the care for CKD patients, chronic kidney disease patients, and other healthcare conditions. Additionally, the projected works will therefore look to understand coping in children and young people with CKD, and again CKD with those with CKD, chronic kidney disease, and other conditions involving children's or young people's hospitals, where within the division of kidney care, in addition to two international social media platforms, the RPSG, the Renal Patient Support Group, and the Kidney Disease and Renal Support Group, or KDARS group, KDOS group for kids. In as part of the main sort of research question, if you like, it is to understand how do young people with chronic kidney disease and chronic kidney disease and other healthcare conditions cope. That draws this audio podcast to a close. This audio podcast as part of a Labostix International. This audio podcast as part of a Sonar Critical. This audio podcast as part of an Interstellar and Rampage. This audio podcast as part of a Storm Labostix production.